The restaurant industry has always been known for its volatility, but recent years have brought unprecedented challenges that have pushed even some of the most established chains to the brink of collapse. Today, we're going to explore 20 major restaurant chains that are currently facing significant financial difficulties or are already in the process of closing their doors permanently. Let's start with Ruby Tuesday. Once a staple of American casual dining, the chain has been steadily declining since 2017, but recent economic pressures have accelerated its downfall. From over 900 locations at its peak, Ruby Tuesday now operates fewer than 200 restaurants across the United States. The company's struggle to adapt to changing consumer preferences and mounting debt has forced them to continuously close locations, with dozens more expected to shut down this year. Boston Market, famous for its rotisserie chicken and home-style meals, is another casualty of changing times. After filing for bankruptcy protection, the chain has closed hundreds of locations, leaving only a fraction of its former empire. The company's inability to compete with newer fast casual concepts and delivery services has led to a dramatic decline in customer traffic. Recent health code violations in several locations have only accelerated their downward spiral. Friendly's, the ice cream and restaurant chain that once boasted over 500 locations, is now down to less than 100 stores. The company's second bankruptcy filing in less than a decade has led to massive closures across the Northeast. Despite attempts to modernize their menu and appeal to younger customers, Friendly's has struggled to maintain relevance in a market dominated by more contemporary dining options. Pizza Hut, surprisingly, makes our list despite its iconic status. The chain is closing hundreds of traditional dine-in locations across America, focusing instead on delivery and carry-out only stores. This shift represents a fundamental change in their business model, but it's coming at the cost of thousands of jobs and the end of an era for many communities where Pizza Hut was a local institution. Applebee's continues its years-long contraction, with parent company Dine Brands announcing more closures throughout the country. The chain's attempts to rebrand and attract younger customers have met with mixed results, and their traditional suburban locations are seeing decreased traffic as dining habits evolve. While not in immediate danger of disappearing entirely, Applebee's footprint is shrinking significantly. Golden Corral, the buffet chain that once seemed unstoppable, has been particularly hard hit by health concerns and changing consumer preferences. The buffet model, already struggling before recent global events, has become increasingly difficult to maintain. Many locations have closed permanently, and those that remain are fighting to adapt their service model to modern expectations. Luby's, a Texas institution, is in the process of liquidating its assets and closing all corporate-owned locations. The cafeteria-style restaurant chain, which opened its first location in 1947, failed to attract younger customers and couldn't adapt to modern dining preferences. The company's decision to cease operations marks the end of an era in Texas dining history. TGI Fridays has announced significant closures across the United States, with dozens of locations shuttering in the past year alone. The casual dining chain, known for its bar-forward atmosphere and American cuisine, has struggled to maintain relevance in an era where younger consumers prefer local establishments and more authentic dining experiences. Steak 'n Shake, despite its loyal following, continues to face serious financial challenges. The chain has closed hundreds of locations in recent years, with more closures planned. Their attempt to transition to a self-service model has met with mixed results, and the company's substantial debt remains a major concern. Red Robin, the burger chain known for its bottomless fries, is another casualty of changing times. The company has been closing underperforming locations and struggling to maintain profitability. Their attempts to expand delivery services and implement new technology have yet to reverse the decline in customer traffic. Chuck E. Cheese's parent company filed for bankruptcy protection and has closed numerous locations. The entertainment-focused restaurant chain, already struggling to compete with modern entertainment options, has found it particularly difficult to maintain its business model in recent years. While some locations remain open, the chain's future remains uncertain. Perkins Restaurant and Bakery has seen significant closures across its network, with many franchisees struggling to maintain profitability. The breakfast-focused chain has failed to attract younger customers and has been unable to compete effectively with more modern breakfast concepts. Marie Callender's, known for its pies and comfort food, has closed numerous locations and continues to struggle. The chain's traditional customer base is aging, and attempts to attract new customers have been largely unsuccessful. The company's restaurant division has shrunk dramatically from its peak. Hometown Buffet and Old Country Buffet, once part of a larger buffet empire, have essentially disappeared from the American dining landscape. The parent company's multiple bankruptcy filings and subsequent closures have left only a handful of locations operating under these brands. Fuddruckers, the self-proclaimed home of the world's greatest hamburgers, has seen its parent company sell off most corporate-owned locations. While some franchised locations remain open, the chain's presence has diminished significantly from its peak years. Joe's Crab Shack has closed numerous locations in recent years, with many more at risk. The seafood chain's parent company has struggled with debt and changing consumer preferences, leading to a significant reduction in their restaurant count. Sizzler, a pioneer in the steakhouse category, continues to close locations across the country. The chain's attempt to maintain relevance in a crowded market has proven challenging, with many locations unable to generate sufficient revenue to remain viable. O'Charley's has been quietly closing locations across its operating territory, with many more at risk. The casual dining chain has struggled to differentiate itself in a crowded market and has seen declining sales across its network. Crystal, the southern fast food chain known for its small square hamburgers, has filed for bankruptcy protection and closed numerous locations. Despite its iconic status in certain regions, the company has struggled to maintain profitability in an increasingly competitive fast food market. Finally, Sweet Tomato's Souplantation, the salad and soup buffet chain, has completely ceased operations. The company's business model, heavily dependent on self-service buffets, proved unsustainable in the current market environment, leading to the closure of all locations. These closures represent more than just the loss of dining options. They signify a broader shift in American dining culture. Factors contributing to these failures include changing consumer preferences, rising operational costs, increased competition from delivery services, and the inability to adapt to new market conditions. The restaurant industry's landscape is evolving rapidly, and these changes are likely to continue reshaping the American dining scene in the years to come. For employees affected by these closures, the impact is particularly severe. Many workers, especially those with years or decades of service at these establishments, are forced to seek new opportunities in an increasingly uncertain job market. The closures also affect local communities, where these restaurants often served as gathering places and employers for multiple generations. The future of the restaurant industry will likely continue to evolve, with successful businesses being those that can adapt to changing consumer preferences while maintaining operational efficiency. As these established chains struggle or disappear, new concepts and dining experiences will emerge to take their place, reflecting the ever-changing tastes and expectations of American diners.